G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. Most you're probably asking yourself, Brodie, what the hell are you doing sitting in the mangroves? Well, this is where today's episode starts. It starts with the Mangrove Jack. It's a species of fish that I've become so fond of through interaction and now science. Many years ago now, at this location here, I started becoming friends with a school of Mangrove Jack. Every couple of months I come here and I feed them, and that's what I'm doing today. The reason I only feed them every couple of months is because you don't want to make them dependable on you. Obviously they're an animal, they're a fish, and they got to do their own thing. I've got a big bag of prawns in a biodegradable YBS bag that you get when you purchase your adventure shirts, youngbloods.co, go check it out. Go for a swim and see if we can feed some of our friends. And after that, I'll tell you more about what's going on in this episode. So the mangrove ecosystem is so important to our reefs and all the environment around here. It's pretty much the breeding place. It's the life of the reefs around here. All the nutrients and everything that happens here gets pushed out to sea, and the cycle goes around and around and around. And mangrove jacks absolutely love the mangrove habitat, and that's how they get their name, obviously. But they're also a deep sea fish. We've caught them upwards of 80 meters.
Shakes, but...
Is it doing a head shake? Did you do another head shake just then?
The whole way up.
It's got to be a red. Well, I can see it at the back here. Yeah, it's a red. Yep. I think it might be a nanny. That's a mangrove jack! That's a mangrove jack! It is! They are a very territorial and an angry predator. Mangrove jacks are a very prized possession for a spear fisherman or a fisherman to catch. And we used to be like that. I used to be like that a long time ago. And it was because of interaction here right now which changed my mind. And this brings me to this episode, science. A few episodes ago, Jarrad speared a mangrove jack. He shot it in 30 meters of water, so he really earned this fish. We don't often target them. For those of you who don't know, Jarrad and Jackie are both marine biologists. So there's always been this interest in fish science and learning more about fish, and it's rubbed off on me. I really want to learn more. We got dinner. Thank you for waiting for me. Good girl. Thank you. Strider's been sitting here waiting for me while I've been playing around the mangroves. The results come back, and the mangrove jack that Jarrad shot on episode 128 was 25 years old.
760.
Do you need me to write this down?
That's a male. If it was a female, you'd see eggs there. That's... Oh, I've shadowed that one. That's okay. We use that one for the first test. This one is still large enough to see. You can just see that white spot in the middle. That's enough as a backup.
So Jarrad actually did a post to his Instagram about this. It's got lots of valuable information. I'll get it up now and I'll read it out to you guys. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, get onto that. I'll bring up the post now and I'll tell you a bit more about it. Mangrove Jack Olus results are in. This fish weighed 5.7 kilos with a fork length of 627 millimeters and was a ripe old age of 25 years, indicated by the 25 bands, as you can see in that photo there. The oldest jack ever recorded was 57 years old with a fork length of 826 millimeters. So I've shot bigger than that, but doesn't necessarily mean that they're older than that, which I'm pretty sure Jarrad goes on to say here. Like many fish species, jacks spend their juvenile years in mangroves and estuarine systems where food and shelter is plentiful and predation is relatively low before making their way offshore to reefs as they grow. Another interesting feature of the otoliths is that they act as a time capsule. As each layer is formed, they absorb and permanently store the chemical signatures from where the surrounding water is at the point of time. These signatures can be analysed across the annual bands and give us information about migration patterns, where they've lived and when, i.e. mangroves to offshore, pollution and climate events, which is so bloody cool. That's why we love science with Jarrad. Jarrad's not here at the moment. He's over east visiting his family for Christmas. But man, expect so much more science with Jarrad and YBS Science in 2020, because this is really important to know and it's bloody cool, right? This is so cool. Education is the key, I reckon. So thank you very much to guys like Jarrad who've studied this and scientists all around the world. If you guys know of anyone that want to help us or any cool things we can go explore, let us know in the comments, reach out to us. Me, Jarrad and the rest of the crew are really interested to keep going down this path and keep doing what we're doing. Anyway, I'm getting absolutely hungry and I did notice a couple of oysters on the reef right here. So I'll grab my knife and see if I can pick a couple for a little bit of a snack. Hey, don't you eat that, that's mine. Don't you eat that. Hey, did you eat it? That was mine. Oh, you cheeky little shit. How funny was that? The first oyster that I got, I put it on the side of the ski to get a couple more. I knew Strider was gonna eat it. I looked away for 10 seconds, looked back at Strider's eating it. Look at this doozy. What a beautiful oyster. So, so fresh. Ah, cheers guys. Thank you so much for all the support. This is gonna taste absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited about this. Oh, that is so bloody good. Oh, these oysters that are actually underwater, so much better than those shit oysters that I eat that have been cooking up in the sun on the banks. Ah, gonna get a couple more. The best part about hunting for oysters that are underwater is that their abductor muscle, which is the muscle that holds the shell together, is relaxed because they're feeding. They're like filter feeders. Whatever's in the water, whatever particles are in the water is what the oyster will eat. So things like fish poo and all that other stuff, oysters are most likely eating it. But anyway, so what you want to do is you just want to slip your knife in there and pop it open real quick. You can cut that abductor muscle if you can. They're normally really easy to get and they're normally so fresh because it's the outside, mostly temperature, especially here when it's like 45 degrees, that just turns them rotten and all that. You wanna go for a quick swim? Go on then, in you get. It's just about to bloody glass off, which is so unexpected. I didn't think it was gonna glass off today. So we'll just go for a cruise, maybe go for another swim and make the most of this afternoon until that wind comes pumping in again. Oh. Wow, look how glassy it's gone. This is insane. There's not a breath of wind at all. Unbelievable. Oh. There's some sort of really big shark. It's a really big duck shutter on the beach, so there's something to go up front here. I'm gonna run down the beach to see if I can get in and get a closer look at him. I don't want to spook him with the ski. Oh no, he's still coming. Still coming. Ugh. He's coming right at me. stung in the eye by something, man. Ah, a jellyfish stung me in the eye. Ah, shit. Oh, hopefully this sting goes away. Hope it wasn't like a really bad jelly. Doesn't feel like a really bad jelly. Just got me in a shit place, right in the eyeball. How is this? We're just in the middle of like a hell feeding frenzy of birds and bait and all this sort of stuff. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, man, check it out. They're going off right here. Going off. G'day guys, how are we all today? Yes, beautiful weather, beautiful conditions. It's been happening. Okay, very friendly. We're getting about them, Strider. Hey, having a good feed? Wow, they really don't like me. Hey, hello mate. It's nice to meet you. You're the friendliest of them all. Ah. Wow. It is so glassy. Go on. Absolutely beautiful. I had to come back in because that tide's going to start going out real quick and it just gets too shallow here on the reef to bring my ski back up. But I tell you what, it is just turned on. I'll get the drone up in the air.
Every day we escape, losing all of our faith. We can't live this way. Feel me slowly fade away. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take me. Every day I feel time slipping, passing, skipping by. All the words I could say just can't really seem to stay.
Here we go, guys. Driving into this, man. Woo! The sunset's gonna be crazy. What do you think about that, Stronny? Oh! Wow! This is what it's all about. For me, this is what life is about. Thank you guys for following me in my journey and supporting me, and all the YBS crew. The luckiest bugger alive. Are you okay, Ed? You've been chasing that drone, huh? Huh?